Harding. Welcome to my blog .stampwithelaine.com and welcome to Fun Friday. This week I have a technique which I've called French pleating. I taught it in my December class, but it actually resembles more like a box pleating. Whatever you choose to call it, here's how to create a pleated effect using designer series paper. So let's gather our supplies. Of course you need some designer series paper. This is a 12 by 12 inch sheet from the Candy Cane Lane designer series paper, your scoring tool and your trimmer. To start with, be mindful of which way your DSP is. If it has a particular pattern, then you need to make sure that the pattern is pointing the right way. So I'm going to cut off 2 inches. So I line it up at the 10-inch mark here and I cut off 2 inches. For doing just one pleat, this is what I call one pleat. So this is a whole one. You need a piece of DSP cut at 5 inches by 10 inches wide. I'm showing you how to maximize cutting your DSP from just one 12 by 12 inch sheet. Now you've cut off 2 inches, this now measures 10 inches by 12 inches. So before you do any more cutting, we want to do our scoring. So it's easier to do your scoring all at once rather than cut up the paper into several pieces and then have to do the scoring individually. So with your DSP, the short side on top, this is the 10-inch mark, you want to alternate your scoring so it's between ½ an inch to 1 inch intervals. You start at the 1 inch interval and you score all the way down using the thicker end of your stylus, because this is a much lighter weight paper and therefore more likely to tear if you press too hard. So I score at the 1 inch, then the ½ inch, and then this next interval will be an inch apart from the 1½ inches. So that will be at 2½ inches, 3, 4, 4½, 5½, 6, 7, 7½, 8½, and 9. So I'll go through that in metric. 2.5 centimeters, 3.8, 6.35, 7.6, 10.2, 11.4, 14, 15.2, 17.8, 19.1, 21.6 and 22.9 centimeters. I'll have it all written down on my blog so you can refer to it. Bring back my trimmer and then with the long side on top, now your 12-inch is at the top and your score lines are going horizontally. Line it at 10 inches and cut off the bottom at 2 inches. So now you've got a piece that's 10-inch square, and so you need to then slide it along to the 5-inch mark and cut. Now you have 2 5 by 10 inch pieces and 1 2-inch by 10 inch. So in centimeters, that is 12.7 centimeters by 25.4 centimeters. Find the center score line. This it'll be at the 5½ inch mark, and this is your 4½ inch mark, the middle panel of your paper, and then you want to find the middle panel for there. So you make a mark at 2 inches and 3 inches, turn your DSP round and mark it at 2 inches and 3 inches, and you do the same for this piece here as well. So 2 inches is 5 centimeters, 3 inches is 7.6 centimeters. So cut from there to there, and from there down to here. You repeat it for this second piece so that they both look like this. So for this piece that measures 2 inches by 10 inches or 5 centimeters by 25.4 centimeters, you do the same, but this time you mark it at the ½ inch in from either side. So that would be ½ inch and 1½ inches. And then you cut diagonally on that as well. You're working from outwards inwards. So the first one from the left to the right is a mountain fold, valley fold, mountain, valley, mountain, valley. And that will give you your inverted fold. So start the same, mountain, valley, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley. So that will give you the inverted look, and then you just pop double-sided tape across there. Put snail on the short panels on the back, and I've also put double-sided tape, and then you do the same for the front to make it lie flat. Now if you want your pleats to be going this way and not inverted, then the first one you start with would be the valley, and then it'll be mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, and same on this side. Valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain. So you have one that's inverted and one that isn't. So to keep those in place, just run some snail along there. Snail along there. Snail along here. Then of course you can cut it in half to make 2 more cards. Now this is 1 inch across, so you want to measure it at ½ inch. So if you place it between those 2 marks there, which is the 2 ½ inch marks, then you should be able to cut right through. And because of the thickness, you might not be able to get through to the bottom, but at least it gives you a mark and a guideline. So you can finish it off with this pair of scissors, and the double-sided tape will hold it in place. So then you can have 3 different options. You can have the full inverted, the other way round in half, or the same as this but flipped on the other side. Or you can resize it and have a smaller one, that shape. This extra piece that you can do something else with. You can flip it over, and this pattern is nondescript, so it's neither, it doesn't have to be this way up or the other way up or any way up. So you could cut off 2 inches there. Let me just do it quickly. Cut off 2 inches And you can make another one this size with the same scoring measurements, and all you have left over is this little piece. I hope you've enjoyed today's little technique. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe or share on Facebook, and my grateful thanks if you do. If you're watching from YouTube, you'll find the list of supplies I use below this video in the Show More section, with direct links to my online store. They will also be listed on my blog here at blog.stampwithelaine.com. You can find me on Facebook, Pinterest or Instagram. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. It's the final episode in my Countdown to Christmas series next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.